Good morning, Monona Grove. I'm Eliza.
And I'm Sophia. These are your announcements for Wednesday, March 24th, 2021.
Boys Track and Field will have an athlete meeting this Wednesday, March 24th at 7 o'clock p.m. Whether you are in a sport right now or not, we would love to see you at the meeting. We will talk about important dates, clothing orders, and how the alt, fall, and spring seasons will work together, and be available to answer any questions. Please check your email for a message from Coach Jefferson containing the Google Meet link. If you haven't gotten it, email him at brian.jefferson@mgschools.net. Go Silver Eagles!
MG21 is hosting a virtual information session on Wednesday, April 7th at 7 p.m. Get the Zoom link online at mg21.org and join them so you can learn about MG21 and see if it's a good fit.
MG21 was something that was always been a part of my family. My two older brothers graduated from here, and my older sister also graduated from here.
I heard from a friend about MG21 and how it was kind of laid out and how the school was ran and how the kids had more choices in what they're learning.
The environment really worked for me. The way that things are taught here, the way that I can control my own learning.
We shouldn't find ourselves sitting in a corner doing nothing. We should find ourselves like on task doing stuff that needs to get done for this trimester, okay? So please make sure that's a thing that happens.
Class starts at around 9:30, but before that we have morning meetings. We use this time for vocabulary. We use this time for looking at newspapers. We use this time for just seeing how everybody's doing.
If you could be a breakfast food to describe your mood this morning, what breakfast food would you be?
We call it Roses and Thorns. Have every student with a talking piece and share what are the roses in your life right now and what are the thorns. And that's a way for students to be able to share, hey, these are things I'm really excited about in my life, and then the thorns are things that are challenging. And I think it's really important to create space for students to be able to share that with teachers and for peers to be able to help each other when things are hard.
If you drop water from that height, it doesn't drip down, it explodes, it hits that.
Yeah, because I mean, if we think about it, if plasma is the biggest part of what blood is, and plasma is mostly water, then that does make sense that it behaves like water, right?
In the morning, we teach what we call TIC classes. TIC stands for Thematically Integrated Curriculum, and that's more of a teacher-led class, but the classes aren't divided by disciplines. So students aren't going from biology class to algebra class to Spanish class. What we try to do is integrate our classes around a theme, and students develop projects that incorporate those different themes.
You get to pick 2 of the 3 TIC classes you want to do, and they usually focus on a specific core curriculum like English, but they're not necessarily an English class, you know? Sometimes they're like a playwriting class, or sometimes they're a forensic science class.
In the afternoon is straightforward project-based learning, where students essentially design and create their own projects.
There's this thing called an essential question, and you have to find a way to tie in whatever you want to learn about into your education and why it makes sense for you to learn it and why there's a reason for it.
And the advisor's role is to kind of help students set goals around those projects, identify resources, determine if there's students that would be good to work with so that students have the opportunity to collaborate with others.
It's more expressive. You can express yourself in different ways. The work is still the same, it's just formatted differently.
Rather than having to do something, you're wanting to do something. You're putting real effort into it, and you're putting real time into it, because it's not something that you just have to do, it's something that you want to do.
Coming here has changed me to be I want to graduate high school, I want to have a high school degree, I love learning, it's my first day of kindergarten again.
I think it's really important that parents have the opportunity to come in and see our space and meet our students and meet us, the teachers, so they can get a sense of what we do here.
I'd say the biggest impact MG21 has was it helped me realize what I wanted to be, what I want to aim for. He'd help me find my path.
Congratulations to MG Model United Nations on one amazing record-setting year. They participated in 4 conferences across North America, Montreal, Canada, and Mexico City, Mexico, and were not also bookends, but also the highlights. 23 different students won awards for their efforts, and many friendships were made or strengthened. A huge shout out to our officers, Mary Clark, Lauren Feewiger, Mari Gary, Catherine Roberts, and Olivia Weeum. An extra huge shout out to our senior officers, Kylie Hollenstein, Rojan Kupai, and Ethan Newmans. Without the 8 of you, none of this happens.
Happy birthday today to Peyton Manning and Chris Baugh.
Happy birthday tomorrow to Grace Koenig and Noah Twing.
Happy birthday Friday to Caleb Jondal, Andriana Pilaris, Maddie Harritz, and Ethan Cunner.
Happy birthday this weekend to Taylor Morrell, Elaine Zugala Rios, Jordan Godfrey, and Jackson Vaughn.
There will not be announcements next week due to spring break, so happy birthday to the following students with birthdays between March 29th and April 7th.
Bryson Klazinski, Nico Cortatuccio, Maria Anderson, Olivia Zilke, Cameron Lucy,
Ava Scott, Adam Gray, Joey Lively, Jamison Wright, Genevieve Pochelle,
Aubrey Smith, Ty Cruz, Selma Condon, Aiden Ganesh, Sarah Ashland,
Evan Klinkner, Sophie Levinson, Braden Holum, Riley Neal, Alyssa Renz, Gabriella Sweeney,
Anna Velasquez, Isabella Babinchak, Lucas Dye, Daniel Lucy, Gracie Cook, and Lauren Frey.
See everyone on April 8th!